So coming to DRM, okay, I am straight away moving into DRM because I hope you all know very well Hyperion part, okay. So I'm not going to give any introduction on Hyperion part. Anybody need some introduction on Hyperion part? I know Tamil she knows very well.
I'm going to work on DRM, Sudhakar.
Okay, good to know that. So you have your project has DRM, okay. So based on that understanding, okay, so I'll be starting the DRM introduction. So in Hyperion Financial Management or Hyperion Planning, we have a concept called metadata. Metadata is nothing but data about the data or description about the data. So if I want to define the financial data, I need to define with certain numbers, and those members are nothing but the dimension members, and we used to call it as a metadata. So when it comes to DRM, it's a centralized location where we can maintain the entire metadata at one place, and we can make the necessary changes required, and we can send it to all participating systems. When it comes to participating systems, it can be Hyperion systems or it can be non-Hyperion systems also. So DRM can talk to Hyperion tools, Hyperion Financial Management, Hyperion Planning, Hyperion S-Base, and DRM can talk to non-Hyperion systems like SAP, JD Edwards, Oracle Financials, like this. So what we are going to do with this DRM? So before DRM coming into the picture, metadata is nothing but data about the data. It used to be maintained. It used to be maintained at target systems and at source systems. Like with respect to the Oracle Financials or SAP FICO, they used to maintain the metadata, and they'll make the changes there itself, and they'll be maintaining it. When it comes to HFM has a capacity where it can maintain the metadata, and we can make the changes in HFM itself, and we can load into metadata. But here there is one gap, that is the concept called version. So this versionization concept is not available in Hyperion area. For example, if I got some changes in this month with respect to the metadata, what generally we used to do, we'll extract the metadata and we'll take the backup and we'll make the changes, and after getting approval from the financial users or the financial experts, we are going to deploy that metadata into production environment. So this history will be available with the technical experts or will be available in the server. This cannot be accessible by the financial users. But in reality, if I want to make the metadata changes, okay, that is going to be decided or that is going to be designed by the financial people. Technical people, they are going to make the changes according to their instructions. But the financial people, they never have access to the version, the previous version or before to that version, and even they will not be having access to HFM metadata also. They cannot understand. So what generally we used to do is we'll export it to Excel and we'll give it to the financial people. Based on that, they're going to do the analysis and they're going to come up with the changes. That changes technical people are going to implement it to the system. So now the gap between the technical people and financial experts, like when it comes to DRM, it can be accessible by the technical people, it can be accessible by the financial people, and not only accessible, DRM has a capability where it can maintain certain versions of the metadata so that they can go to the previous version, they can go to previous version before to that, and they can identify what kind of changes they have done earlier and what kind of changes they are going to do in future, whether it has any connectivity or not. So these kind of versionization concept, one of the important area in DRM. And the second thing is we are going to maintain at one common place all the hierarchies, all the members and its properties, and we can generate the compatible format of the file, and we can send it to all the source systems and target systems. So I'll just give you the features of the DRM. one of the important feature, it is going to enable you to build and manage enterprise dimensions. So the enterprise dimensions are nothing but the dimensions which are required to handle the financial information. It can be Hyperion system, it can be non-Hyperion system. And one of the important feature, we are going to streamline the process for updating the dimensional data. Streamlining the process is nothing but we are going to have the versions and we are going to maintain the metadata at one common place and we are going to make the changes. And data is updated in one location. And business rules, technology constraints, structural rules are enforced automatically. It means like if there is any customization with respect to the metadata, for example, if you have any customization with respect to the GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles, or if you have any customization with IFRS, those kind of rules will come into the picture automatically, and those are all will considered while doing the metadata changes. And we are going to align critical dimensions across the system. So we are going to maintain different hierarchies to the different systems, and we can maintain the common hierarchy which is required for all the systems. And it is going to simplify the compliance with the regularity system, and it's a technology independent. Technology independent in the sense it will work for the it will work for the all the technologies. Okay. I'm just removing the recording part. Okay. So this is the typical example of DRM system. So what I'm trying to explain you, like GL, it's a variable general ledger, it's a separate module. Planning, Hyperion planning, it's a separate module. And consolidation, it's a financial consolidation, Hyperion financial management system. Reporting, Hyperion financial reporting. Analytics, it is Siebel analytics, and data warehousing. These are all the different modules. And cost center, GL, organization, entity, time, product, these are all the dimensions or metadata. So all these dimensions which are common to all the above applications, general ledger, planning, consolidation, reporting. So we are going to maintain at one common place, that is Oracle Hyperion data relationship management. This is the typical example how we are going to maintain the metadata at one common place. So any questions, any clarifications as of now? Veera, Tamil, and Ramesh.
Do you use ETL tools at all to transfer data here?
ETL tools. You may like? Can you refer any one of the tool name?
IFTM. FDQM?
FDQM. Okay, FDQM. FDQM, it is not going to talk about the metadata. It is going to talk about the only data. So when it comes to DRM, data, if I say at any point of time with respect to the DRM, data in the sense it is metadata. So you referred a ETL tool, but you can use ODI, Oracle Data Integrator. You can send the data to Oracle ODI, and ODI will take care of loading into all Hyperion systems.
Yeah, but you said DRM is managing metadata. Suppose if you want to take data from GL to HFMR planning, so how will you transfer data?
Not data, like there is no data concept. Okay, if I say data, DRM, that is metadata. There is no financial data handling in DRM part. Now I understand your question. How you are going to move the metadata from GL to Hyperion financial management?
Not metadata, data. See, in FDQM we are doing metadata.
FDM is different, madam. FDM is completely different. We are not going to talk about the data here.
So it is commonplace of metadata, right? I understand, but how will you take data from GL to HFMR planning?
Okay, if you want to use the data, that is a different fault. Like you have a FDQM or you have a Oracle Data Integrator. Using these tools, you can connect to ERP systems using adapters, and you can fetch the data, and you can transform into compatible format, and you can load into SBS or planning or financial management.
So again, you have to use some other ETL tool, right?
Yeah, it is only DRM. It is going to talk about only metadata. It doesn't have any connectivity with the financial data.
But I read somewhere, Sudhakar, I don't know, right or wrong. If it is DRM EPMA, then you don't need to use ETL tool at all to transfer metadata and data.
Is it?
The EPMA application, it's not a classic application. I'm talking about EPMA application in HFM or planning.
Oh, okay. As per my knowledge, whether it's a EPM application or classic application, whatever it may be, DRM is specific to maintain the metadata. It never touches or it never talk about the data.
There's no use if you're not transferring data from GL to HFM, only metadata.
Only metadata, because there is no versionization concept and there is no accessible to the financial users. Because of that, in some of the projects we are using DRM.
Now, I've seen somewhere demo saying that the DRM tool do two functions. One is metadata.
Yeah,
Managing
people, they do not have much idea on DRM, so they maybe mislead you, or they have given the.
So not people. This Oracle presentation, not any other people.
Oh, is it true?
See, it do two functions. One is Oracle DRM tool is maintaining metadata. Another, what it is capturing data through DRM data file and exporting to interface table and shared library and application library and sync data between HYPERION applications.
Okay. Do you want me to show me some Oracle material, Oracle confidential material with respect to this DRM?
DRM EPMA. You show me DRM EPMA. Specifically given there is no ETL tool needed.
Okay. I am not sure if you want me to show you, or if you want me to Google, I can Google it for you. What actually is DRM?
DRM with EPMA application you put, not classic application I'm talking about.
Yes, madam. Whatever you want, I'll put that only. DRM,
Class
EPM.
EPMA.
Okay. EPMA.
Yeah. Goes to interface table, shared library, then application library, then sync data.
Okay. Which one you want me to select?
I don't know, whatever. I need concept of this.
Okay. DRM, EPMA, data loading. Okay. See, efficient master data processing. Okay, this is master data in the sense
Master data, nothing but metadata.
metadata. Okay. Why not EPMA? Who needs DRM? Shall I open this? It looks like it has some information. Who needs DRM? Okay. EPMA unifies and aligns application administration process across the HYPERION EPM system, imports and shares business dimensions, okay, not data, builds, validates and deploys applications in application library, designs and maintains business rules in calculation manager, loads and synchronize the transaction data into between EPMA application. This is EPMA, okay?
Yeah.
So when it comes to DRM, manages, changes the business master data, consolidates and rationalizes the structures, and confirms the decisions and validate the integrity, synchronizes alternative business views. Key features includes versionizing, that's what we discussed, custom rules and validation, configurable exports, exporting metadata to the target systems or participating systems, granular security, change tracking, like whenever you made any changes to the metadata, that history we are going to maintain. There is no data loading. Okay. I think this will be enough to you. I just, because I know what I am teaching, it is correct, but I just want to make sure to other people, okay. I just went to the Google, okay.
So how
So
then,
DRM,
how you send data? How you export data then?
Again, you need to use a different tool for data loading. You need to go with FDQM, or you need to go with Oracle Data Integrator, or you need to send a flat file to HFM, and HFM will take care of data loading activity. So these are all the common features in DRM. I'll just show you the DRM architecture, and we'll end this discussion, and we'll go for the question and answer session. So the DRM, it's a pretty simple architecture. You can see here, data relationship management web client. So when we install,
I will send you.
Let me complete. Yeah, we'll discuss on that. Let me complete. Okay. So we have a DRM web client, and web client is going to talk to DRM web server, and web server, it is going to talk to DRM application server, where it's going to contain the entire intelligence. And finally, we are going to store the DRM metadata into a RDBMS. Like before to this DRM, we have a concept called MDM, Master Data Management. It is again with respect to the metadata management. The latest version, we are calling it as a DRM, Data Relationship Management. Okay. So this is about the DRM architecture. Now, Tamil, you just hold on for some time. I just confirm with Veera, and I'm not sure. Ramesh, you are also looking for the training, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Ramesh and Veera, if you have any questions, please ask me. Tamil, I am not ignoring you. I'll come to you. Okay, I'll answer all your questions.
Okay. So my understanding is this DRM is only for mainly purpose for the auditing of the metadata. Is it correct?
Yeah, tracking changes with respect to the metadata, and maintaining the different versions, and maintaining the metadata at one common place.
It doesn't bother about the data changing in the schema.
No way. It doesn't talk about the data.
So what is the main purpose? Let's suppose like if you keep on changing the metadata.
Yeah, I mean, the main purpose here it is. In the present system, financial users are not having access to the metadata, because metadata will be available .xml or .app or .ads. So these files are not understandable for the financial users. When the DRM comes into the picture, financial users can access the metadata, because they are going to give the changes to the technical people. So they should have the access to the current present system. So they cannot access HFM system metadata. So what they can do is, when they are making changes to the metadata, they need to access HFM metadata, they need to access the source system metadata as well, so that then only they can find all the changes required for the metadata, and they can give it to us. So DRM is enabling them to access, and so that they can analyze, and they can go for the previous versions, like versionization concept as introduced in DRM. So what I feel is these two are the core key things the DRM is coming into the picture.
Okay. One more question is how it will be integrated, in the sense DRM is a back-to-back compatible with HFM, in the sense, see, let's suppose like if I'm installing HFM in my local box.
Yeah.
And
DRM has a capability to generate the files in different formats. It can generate in Excel, it can generate in XML, it can generate in .app, and it can generate the compatible format of SAP.
Okay. So again, we need to import into the HFM system.
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to automate the process, yes, you need to use ODI, Oracle Data Integrator.
Okay. ODI is another automation.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Why you have to use ODI? Why you can't use FDM?
FDM will not talk about the metadata.
No, no.
As per the latest version, it is doing the metadata also, but still there are a lot of issues. But ODI, it is doing metadata loading from from several years onwards. So if you want to go with the data and metadata both, you need to go with the ODI.
Yeah. Sudhakar, can you unmute Veera? I think he's struggling to unmute.
Okay.
I think Veera, you can do it from right-clicking on that one.
No. Yeah. Now Veera, you can talk to me.
Yeah. Right.
No.
Just unmute it.
Yeah, but since I think I've been trying, but Organizer seems muted me, so I've been trying to talk to
You have a
Organizer.
chat box. I think you are giving the chat also. Sorry.
Yeah, I was getting chatting from the last 2 minutes and 3 minutes.
No problem, Veera. Please carry on.
Yeah, Sudhakar, I got a quick question.
Hmm.
So, I mean, what are the other tools is going to be integrate this DRM apart from these EPM tools?
You can integrate DRM, integrate in the sense you are going to generate the files which are compatible with ERP systems. You can create the compatible files with the HYPERION systems.
No, let's say for example, I have a Cognos, Cognos?
Hello?
So when you have a Cognos, is it possible to integrate between Cognos, DRM and HFM?
Okay, Cognos is going to use metadata for some purpose because I am not
just
sure
for metadata.
No, I'm not sure about the Cognos because I never worked with the Cognos, because when you are using HYPERION systems, I don't think so you'll be using Cognos simultaneously.
Okay. I mean, so it's integrates DRM only integrates with EPM tools only, right?
It integrates with non-HYPERION systems like ERP systems, Oracle Financials, SAP, or JD Edwards, or some customized systems. Yeah.
Okay. So it can integrate with Oracle Financial.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sudhakar, so can you just introduce about yourself? I mean, like where do you work, or how long you got experience in this DRM, or is it?
I have total 8 years of experience, and I'm working as a technical lead in India. At present, I'm in Bangalore, and I worked on all the HYPERION tools. And when it comes to DRM, it has introduced almost 1.5 years back. So that time we got the training from Oracle, and last 1.5 years I am using this DRM.
So what I'm okay, this DRM, you said DRM is introduced about 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
But before it was MDM.
Before it was MDM, yes.
So why it is changed to what is a new feature from MDM
to DRM? MDM to DRM, yeah. So one of the best feature in DRM is like it has a good web-enabled facility where you can do all your activities through web, and it doesn't have any. It is not that much comfortable in MDM, and it has a Windows client when it comes to MDM. And when it comes to DRM, it has a good web-enabled facility.